Welcome back. You're watching us here on Closing Bell on CNBC-TV18, live from the CNBC-TV18 Motilal Oswal newsroom. For the markets, well, it is more of the same. We did see a bit of a sell-off, move towards the lower end of today's trading session. Then we're seeing a bit of a bounce from there, holding around that 18,065 mark for the Nifty. The Nifty Bank still holding on to that 43,000 zone. So good time to get in our D-Street segment, D-Street chatter segment, where Nimesh gets us an insight. Nimesh, what are people really thinking? I mean, no trade really is working out.
And that's been the trend for the last couple of days, right? I've been saying for the last few days that it's a directionalist market. But technically today is the first day when the institutional activity is back. So the volumes have picked up. There is participation from larger FIs as well. But while the screen is down, the Nifty is on 1%, the overall feedback is the FIs are better buyers in select names. So it's not like they're aggressive sellers on day one of their joining again in the new year. So that's the overall feedback. What is surprising is, despite strong commentary and strong updates from the banking sector, that's the biggest loser in today's trade. That shows the kind of confidence or the kind of sentiment which is there in the market. The good news is getting sold into. That's something to read as far as the financials are concerned. Even then, within the financials, I believe for the second day running, there is a bit of institutional activity on the buy side in the insurance name. So looks like the money within the financials is flowing from the outperformers to the underperformers, and there is a bit of catch-up happening in the underperforming stocks within the financials as well. So that's something to track. The other big sector which is under pressure today is the metal names. So all the metal stocks largely has given up most of the last week's gains and are back to those levels from where the whole rally started. But surprisingly, if you look at the dollar index, that's sharply off the day's high. So that's technically positive for the metal stock. So that's something one needs to watch out for. But I guess in today's trade, it's largely profit booking in the metal names, since the fact that the institutional activity and the institutional participation is back after the week 10 days of off. So the key takeaway is, one, the institutional activity is picked up, the volumes are on the higher side, but it looks like it's still in a no trade zone, and we're going to be in this range between 17,800 and 18,300.
And how long before all the institutional activity comes back to full flow?
Looks like in a day or two. I think overall volumes have picked up in today's trade. So maybe in a day or two. I guess that's not important. What will be key important is say mid-Jan, when the big allocation for emerging markets starts coming in, and that will impact not only China but for India flows as well. And that will be a big trigger for the Indian markets.
Take that point, Nimesh. Now, individual stocks. Let's get to that.
Okay, so in terms of individual names, the first stock on my list today is Shriram Finance. That stock is marginally under pressure today, but I believe there's going to be a large block deal very soon. And the indication is that a private equity investor is looking to sell in a large block. So that's something to track in Shriram Finance. So that's the first one. The second stock is Adani Ports. Even last week there were a couple of feedbacks that at these levels there is a bit of institutional activity on the buy side, and some funds are looking to buy. Even today there is a small market at close buy flow at a leading FI desk in Adani Ports. So that's the second one. The third stock is Max Financial. As I said, for the last couple of days there is a bit of buying interest back in the insurance names, and Max Financial stands out. It's been a big gainer as well in the last few days. But there is a big chatter of a big corporate development coming in very soon in Max Financial. So that's the third one. And the last stock is Sona BLW. Again, marginally under pressure today. Even there is a buzz or an indication that there could be a large block coming in Sona BLW as well. And that's the reason why that stock is marginally under pressure today.
Okay, all right, Nimesh. We'll keep an eye out on all of those stocks. Thanks so much.